everyone? It's Tyler from Tyler's Tarot, and I'm here to do your message for the brokenhearted for February. So what's going on in February for the brokenhearted or hurt folks, please? What can you tell me? What can you tell me about the brokenhearted folks, please? Let's see. Hey, Lucy, Lil Dope. Hey, how you doing? Well, hopefully you get a message out of this. One more shuffle and we're ready. No, I feel like it needs to be shuffled more. What's the message for the brokenhearted or for hurt people? Hurt or brokenhearted? Hell, same thing, right? All right. Well, that's good, Nicholas. From Kuwait. Okay. Well, hello to you. All right, that's it. I hope it does. Let's see. So the overall energy is a Five of Wands reverse. So definitely there may have been some issues between you and another person, or there was some type of conflict. I don't feel like the conflict is actively going on. I feel like it's coming to I feel like the conflict stopped between you two. All right, what broke your heart is a Tower reverse. Somebody was a Scorpio, or basically what broke your heart was 1 second. Yeah, so your best path to follow is to move on. All right, so your best path to follow is the Six of Swords. Let me see why what the heartbroken. Somebody was an Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be those signs. But I feel like what may have broke your heart is that someone basically something that you were probably holding on to is coming to an end, or it's basically coming to a full completion. Basically, is what I'm getting from this. All right, the Tower reverse. For some of you, there was a person that may have been avoiding you, or you may have been avoiding them. This person may be avoiding you or whatnot, all right? Or basically, I feel like that there's things coming to an end between you two. Like this is an unavoidable ending. Like it's going to end, unfortunately, all right? Your best path to follow is the Death reverse and the Six of Swords upright. So your best path to follow, the Six of Swords talks about moving on. It talks about moving to clearer waters, getting away from a situation, kind of just like moving on. And so that may be your best path to follow, but your challenge is a Death reverse. So it's like, it may be a bit of an issue for you to move on. It's like the situation you may be very used to, and I feel like you're having issues letting it go entirely. All right, is what it's telling me. However, your near future is the Four of Swords. So I'm seeing a lot of you kind of withdraw from a particular person or from a particular situation. All right, so it's kind of like I'm seeing what you're trying to manifest kind of be on hold. All right, so whether you're trying to manifest whatever it is you're trying to manifest, I'm seeing that kind of be on hold while you're trying to heal and move on from a particular person or situation, all right? For some of you, what broke your heart is that someone was avoiding you or someone is avoiding you, all right? Why is the Tower reverse? Why is all happening? And the Two of Cups. So what broke your heart was that you had this, no, I get it, because I was kind of confused as to what it was trying to tell me. So what broke your heart is the Two of Cups, the Tower reversed, and the Emperor card. So what broke your heart is that there was this big, huge soulmate connection you had with someone. You had this big, deep connection in the past, or you still do have this connection for some of you. Like it was really deep, right? But I feel like the situation came to an end, or it's like on its path to ending, unfortunately. I also get that this person may have been avoiding you, or is basically kind of avoiding you or whatnot. Or you may feel that energy of them trying to avoid you in the future. This could be past, present, or future. Keep in mind this is for February, right? It was a big connection you had with this person. You two were kind of like a soulmate type energy here, a deep connection. But for whatever reason, I feel like the situation is coming to an end, and I think that you're kind of being forced by universe to just move on. And I say universe, the Tower talks about the universe, all right? I feel like this person was very stubborn. I feel like they were very stubborn, hard to budge or whatnot, is what it's telling me. How's this person coming toward the collective? The Judgment reversed. So they're kind of being, what I'm getting from this is they're coming towards you like the Judgment reverse, the Star reverse. Let me see an Aquarius, and the Two of Wands. So right now they're at a crossroads about you. I feel like this person doesn't want to give you. They don't want to give this situation a second chance. I feel like they don't want to repeat it again. So it's quite possible that you two were very connected in the past. Like you were very connected in the past. I feel like it was a very soulmate energy. It was like a mutual love there between you two. But for whatever reason, it just wasn't meant to last or built to last, basically. All right, is what it's telling me. I also feel like for some of you, what I keep picking up on is this could be past, present, or future. I'm also getting a storyline here that what may be hurting you or whatnot is somebody may be avoiding you, or you may get the energy that they're avoiding you. Like you feel this strong draw to this person, but it may be very possible that they're avoiding you. All right, is what it's telling me. And it says your best course of action is the Six of Swords, or how you should move forward is the Six of Swords and the Death reversed. So it may you may just need to move on. I'm seeing you have an issue, move on. Why is this Death reversed here? Why is the Six of Swords, Death reversed here? And the Eight of Pentacles. So basically your best path to follow is to move on. But I'm still kind of seeing some of you have issues doing that. Like I feel like you still have a toxic obsession to this particular situation, all right? But I feel like the universe is coming in to basically force you to kind of withdraw or take a break from the situation, all right? Whether you've been taking a break or whether you're going to take a break. And it's saying basically, if you're waiting on somebody to make a decision about you or to kind of come around with a final decision or just to come around, period, or just to kind of focus on you, I'm not seeing it. I'm actually seeing you just kind of go into a period of isolation from this person, or you're going to stay in a period of isolation, whether you're with them or not with them. I kind of seen you stay in this period of isolation and kind of I'm seeing you try to ignore the situation going into the new future. But I feel like honestly, I keep getting that the universe is forcing you to take this break or forcing you to withdraw from this particular situation. And you're going to be feeling that all throughout February. All right. And whoever you're connecting with is telling me that they're at a crossroads. They're very indecisive right now. It seems to me that they're not really giving it a second chance, or not, at least not being open to a second chance for the time being. They also have not completely healed from this. But I think at this point, they're just at a crossroads, whether they should stick around with you or keeping it moving. But I'm getting that they're just going to make a decision to not give a second chance or not to have a second go around with you. All right. So it's telling me, which sucks because it was a big connection between you two. But for whatever reason, I'm just seeing it not really play out the way you want it to. All right, but the conflict between you two, if there was conflict, I see that being over. All right, let's see. Good morning. Hello. Okay, good, Diana. Good. Let's see. So, any additional messages? Some of you are trying to say goodbye, but it's just like I keep getting that you're trying to say goodbye to something, and and some of you are going to be forced to have to say goodbye to a particular situation, or the Emperor reverse. So you're definitely feeling out of control in your life. You're definitely feeling out of control. Whoever's coming towards you definitely has their back turned in a sense. I think a part of them still looks back at this. I really do. I really do. 3 of Wands. Why is this here? Like, I definitely think things are coming to a halt between you. Some it's a Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I'm just getting into this situation really throws you off. It really does. Why is the Emperor here? And the 4 of Cups, and you're kind of getting to a point where you're bored by this. All right, you're getting bored. Some of you, in a sense, also feel like somebody's rejecting you or kind of leaving you, leaving you behind or whatnot. Is what I'm keep getting. But I feel like there is. I know I say this a lot, but there's a lot of success and forward movement coming to you. But I think that you have to force yourself to kind of rid yourself of something before the great stuff comes in. Because believe me, I am a personal. I know that personally by experience that when you hold on to shit. Like, for example, like I'll just give you an example for me, because before I started my channel, I actually had a normal job at the same time. All right. And basically, who are you talking to? I don't know. I thought you was talking to me. I don't know who you. Oh, I thought you talked to somebody else. Okay. I was ready to say, who are you talking to? Basically, before I started my job, before I started this channel, I had another job too. And basically, if I would have hang in there, if I would have tried to hang in there and stay at that other job or the factory I was working at, I don't think I would have taken off. I don't think that Tyler's Tarot would have taken off because I was dividing my energies between Tyler's Tarot and the job that I had. And I feel like if I would have tried to hang in there and stay in there, I feel like I wouldn't have got as successful as I have gotten because, like, literally, I was kind of dividing my attention between two different things. I wasn't really so really in a sense. The universe came in because I ended up losing my job. I think I told this story before. I ended up losing my job. I actually lost my job. It's a long story. I'll explain it in another broadcast. But sometimes, in order for you to get to the right path, the right thing that's meant for you, something has to go. And you know what? And it took me, a year or so to look back and go, okay. So if I would have kept that job, my growth would have been very slow, if any growth, if I would have kept that job. But the universe came in and made me lose that job because I always showed up on time or whatnot. And I'm not kidding. I couldn't, it's a long story. It's a long story. It's that damn coffee having me talking constantly. So when I'm telling you, nothing new or nothing great will come in unless you get rid of the baggage. Whatever tin cans you're carrying behind you, you got to let it go. All right. You got to let it go because I'm telling you, the more you hold on to shit, nothing comes in. And I'm proof of that. Like I said, I was trying to juggle this channel and a regular job before. And the universe came in and made me lose my fucking job. And I'll explain the story in another broadcast. I'll just go ahead and say it because you know what? Maybe it's a message meant for someone. Okay, so before I had Tyler's Tarot, I had a regular 9-to-5 job, right? And so I worked this job religiously, and I always make sure I was on time, right? Well, for some reason, I had started my channel, and I started noticing that basically I was late more and more often. And at that factory I worked at, basically they went by a point system that if you got 5 or 6 points, I think that was 5 or 6 points, I can't remember at this point, it's 2 years ago, you would get fired. If you acquired, I think it was 5 points. I'll go with 5 for the sake of the video. And so literally I had got to the point, I used to be on time all the time. And I had just started my channel. My channel was taking off at the same time I was at this job. And literally I was like, no, I cannot quit this job. I said, what if this YouTube thing doesn't work out? I won't make any money. And so I literally juggled those both, like the channel and this job for like a month or two, almost to 2 months, right? Juggled them both. And honestly, I'm very punctual. I always show up to things on time. And for some reason, I kept getting roadblocks. Literally, I couldn't get to work on time. I would wake up past the time the alarm would go off. In fact, I don't want to get all metaphysical here, but I actually had a dream that a voice was telling me that I'm about to lose my job. It said, Tyler, you need to be aware that you're about to lose your job. And it was in a dream. It was like a voice, right? And it said, Tyler, just be aware that you're about to lose your job. And I kept getting all these warnings because I did not want to let the job go. I was so afraid that I would not be able to have enough money to live. I said, I can do this part-time and this, Well, the universe didn't agree with that. And I believe it was the universe because I kept pulling the tower in my cards. By the way, I was reading for myself. And I kept pulling the tower. I said, what is this tower event about to happen? And lo and behold, I kept being late, 555. You actually see 555. And I'm a very punctual person. In fact, people at work were like, why are you late all of a sudden? You used to be so punctual, And literally, a week or two after I had the dream of the voice telling me that I'm about to lose my job, I lost my job. I acquired 5 points. And so I had to quit. Oh, I didn't quit. I got fired. But technically, I walked out before they could, basically, get on to me, basically. And so I quit. And next thing you know, I'm on YouTube on Tyler's Tarot, and I'm almost at 200,000 subscribers. So honestly, when the universe wants you to get rid of something, it don't matter what you want. It don't matter if you kick and scream. You don't want it to take it away. It's going to, if it's not meant for you, it's not going to stick around. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So whatever it's a person, a job, whatever it is, and imagine if I had kept, because honestly, I would have stuck in there. Thinking that, oh my God, Tyler's Tarot could fail at any moment. And at least I have a backup job. I would have stuck my ass in there, but no, the universe is like, no. And remember, the dream alone convinced me that it was the universe at play. Like, Tyler, you're going to lose your job soon. You're going to lose your job. So I kept getting literally signs everywhere. 555. The dream guy, whatever that guy in my dream was. He kept saying, Tyler, you're about to lose your job. You're not going to be at that job for too much longer. And the dream was so vivid, right? Like a literal voice. And if something's not meant for you, it won't stick around. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. And that's what I kept getting in this spread. Whatever it is that y'all holding on to. And then look, I let that situation go and look at me now. Look at me now. You know, what else I noticed when I let when I let a friend go, 'cause I ain't never been in a relationship, so I can't give you an example of a relationship scenario. But what I can give you is that every time I notice I let a bad friend go or a bad friend phases out of my life, new ones come in. So, new ones come in. So it's like you just gotta let go of the old and let the new, seep its way into your life. All right. You ain't gotta let it go all at once. I mean, it'll go away eventually, whether you like it or not. But I'm just saying, you ain't gotta just cold turkey everything. I'll be doing Leo probably tomorrow to answer your question, New Life Express. Yeah, I would not let that job go to save my life. I hate to turn this around on me. I hate to make it all about me. But I'm just giving you an example. It kind of goes line in line with what the reading was saying tonight. Because I just would not let that job go. Dazzling Dreams. I ain't seen you in forever. You're from my tarot class. How you been? Nice to see you again. You know, it just. But thank you all for listening to my rant. Oh, I'm gonna be quitting smoking anytime soon. You can bet that. It's my one love in my life. Oh, Dazzling Dreams. I just got an update on my sorry y'all, 1 second. I just got an update on my Chucky doll. Not an update like literally where they emailed it to me, but I got an update in the form of an Instagram post where they were saying that basically that they're all in their boxes about to be, and the shipping dates is in February. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, my only love right now is cigarettes. And ain't nobody taking my cigarettes away from me, you know. But please, okay. Here's another scenario here. Just the coffee talking. Let it talk, all right. Just let the motherfucking coffee talk. But you ever had like a room, like an extra spare room that you like had all this junk in, or a car that had a bunch of trash in it? And the second that you got rid of the trash or the junk or the stuff that you were hoarding, you felt free. Like this, you threw the stuff away or whatnot, and you felt free. You felt like you could move. You felt like you could breathe again. That's kind of like what this is trying to say. That's kind of like what this is trying to say. It's kind of like ridding that old, junk or trash from your life. That way you can make stuff for the new. Because guess what? When you have a room that's filled up with like a bunch of stuff, like old boxes, computers, whatever it is that you have a whole bunch of stuff of, once you free yourself of all that stuff and you throw it away and all that stuff, you can bring in new stuff. You can bring in a new couch, a new bed. I'm trying to give you other scenarios. I'm just trying to fill some time. You can put, a new computer in there. You can put a new desk in there. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get rid of the old to let the new in. You know, you got to. You got to. Mm. Oh, I ain't quitting cigarettes. That's something that what nothing can replace cigarettes for me. I mean, I'm gonna quit eventually, but not right now. I've already quit all my bad food. It don't look like it, but believe me, I have been eating on my diet. I've been sticking to my diet. So, you know, I've given up everything. Good morning. I've given up everything. Cookies, popcorn, chips. I haven't ate a bag of chips since, well, let's see. I think the last bag of chips I had was in December. It was when I was in with family. I was with family and I ate a bag of chips. Um, I haven't had a cookie since. Well, I had one actually last week because there was one in the vending machine. So I got one out of the vending machine, but I didn't literally, that's very rare that I do that. I eat very small portions. Well, thank you, Nini. At least somebody notices. I eat very small portions. Coffee helps suppress my appetite, which is a very good diet aid, you know. But all right, so that's the message for the brokenhearted, y'all. You know, boy, I miss cookies. I miss the fuck out of cookies, honestly. I eat salads. I do it. I eat salads. Other day I tried a skinny latte and that wasn't really good. I tried a ice mocha skinny latte. Mm, it just ain't like it's not like the original. All that non-fat milk and bullshit. I'm like, I could skinny latte my ass. Tastes like fucking. Dude, that was disgusting. All right. Tyler, were you depressed after being fired? If yes, for how long? I was not depressed because I knew. You see, you have to realize you got to listen to your intuition, folks. And I didn't mean to turn this into a talking video. I read for the first 15 minutes, and let me talk. All right, first 12, 13 minutes. It's the coffee talking, but basically, I did not feel depressed. I felt like I already knew it was coming. I had multiple signs. I wasn't listening to the signs. I already knew it. I had a literal voice in my dream say, Tyler, you're about to lose your job. You need to go ahead and just focus on the YouTube thing. And I didn't listen. I mean, that was a literal sign in my dreams. You got to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop the job. All right, focus on your YouTube. And I didn't listen. Literally didn't listen. And then I was late another time. I couldn't never wake up on time. Something was telling me to quit. It was time to go, And what I find so funny is I already knew that I wasn't supposed to be at that job. That's what's so strange. But it took the YouTube channel for me to make the YouTube channel while I was working there for me to realize, I'm like, wait, I'm starting to get all these signs all of a sudden. 555, 555, this, that, and the other, And I was like, something's not right. It's like as soon as I started the YouTube channel 2 months before I was fired, it's like things started happening right away, like that started warning me that I wasn't supposed to be at that job. And I wouldn't listen. I kept going and going and going to the point where I was late for the final time. I acquired 5 points and I had to leave, but I was not depressed. Actually, I was kind of relieved. And I told a few people off, that I didn't agree with at that job. I finally got to say what I wanted to say to them. I can't go into that, but I sent them some really nasty messages to some people I didn't like at that job. But and I got the police call. Only my dumb ass, I've told this story before, only my dumb ass would have the police called on me on my last day of work, on the day I got fired. Only my dumb ass would get the police called on me on a day where I was fired, where I actually quit. Let's just be, okay, I'm just being technical here. I actually quit. I didn't give them time to actually come in there and basically, reprimand me or whatever you call it, get on to me basically. And I got a call from my friend, $2 Wig, who worked at the factory too. She says, that girl called the police on you for what you sent. I sent her a nasty message. I sent her a nasty, not nasty in the form of like I'm trying to be a sex offender or anything, but literally, I sent her a nasty because she always used to talk shit. She always used to talk shit, and I said, you know what? I said the day I get fired, I'm gonna tell her off, or I'm gonna basically send her a real nasty message. One, she didn't like the message, and basically she called the police on me the very last day I was there. Very last day, I had walked out, went home, got a call from $2 Wig that basically I had the police called on me, and she said that the police told, Beaver, I'll call her Beavers because she had these beaver teeth, right? The girl that I had said something to, Beavers tried to tell them that she felt threatened by the message, and they said, what threat did he make? Because she made a big scene in front of the whole factory, and they were like, what threat did he make? She showed them the message and everything, the police. And they said, there's no threat in this. What threat is it? He just made a statement. And so and then $2 Wig was like, did she really think you were that dumb to where she thought that you was actually going to make a threat that could be seen by everybody and that get you in trouble? Come on. She should have known you were smarter than that, But yeah, I've done some really bad things in my life. I'm not too proud of. I'm sure she does remember me. I'm sure I left a really bad stain in her brain, She has a constant shit mark on her brain from what I did that day. Because she was really honestly, this lady was evil. She was evil. She used to go and just tell people's business, tell on folks, do crazy shit. And if you're out there, Beavers, you deserve that, Beavers. All right. Now go gnaw on some wood and build your fucking dam, bitch. All right. You beaver teeth hoe. Sorry, y'all don't understand. Those people treated me like shit, so I'm literally coming for them. And it's been 2 years since I've been at that job, but I still have. You know what? Who am I to get on here and talk about somebody? Who am I to get on here and talk about somebody needs to let something go when I can't let beef go from 2 years ago? Who the fuck am I? The blind leading the blind, right? So, you know, the blind leading the blind. Who am I to go in here and, was this like a date and this woman didn't turn up? No, that wasn't a date. That was just a friend of mine. $2 wig was a friend of mine. Although I've had suspicions that she liked me like that, but I just saw her as a friend. But she stood me up that night, and I ain't talked to her since. She tried to message my mother and apologize, but she said, "Tell Tyler I'm sorry." No, there's no sorries. There's no sorries. And if you're out there, $2 wig, hopefully you've upgraded. All right. Hopefully you went from horse hair to at least synthetic. All right, or from horse hair to at least human hair. All right. Hopefully you've upgraded since. A friend or a friend? Oh, this is a regular friend. There was no friend. No. So is this Tyler talk? No, this is Tyler's tarot. I did a reading, but I got into talking. It's the coffee talking. This is what happens when I have too much coffee. I start talking. With that being said, you all have a good one, and I'm gonna get off of here. This was supposed to be what was a reading for the first 12, 13 minutes, but then I got into talking. So, and the coffee is like, the coffee fucks me up. All right, this coffee has me crazy in the shit house. Latte, coffee drinking rat. All right. All right, y'all have a good one. All right.